continuing, I got cut off. When we're being honest with what's motivating us, the first option was continuing from Miriam Adahan's book, Awareness. Is it to come closer to oneness or to satisfy an egoic desire, our intention? Is there a hidden agenda which is revealed when we become angry? We can become aware of our unconscious motivations behind negative behaviors. Once we identify what we want, whether it's love, respect, security, we can then find healthy ways to satisfy the desires. When we're God-oriented, we want all our thoughts, actions to bring us closer to an awareness of truth. And we don't become angry when things don't go our way. Rather, the challenge is expand our consciousness, and we relate to people in life as they are changing, as they are. And, accepting, we relate to people in life as they are, changing what can be improved and accepting everything else. When we're ego-driven, we are in taking mode and crave separateness, self-importance. And this, taking mode, craving separateness, self-importance, destroys relationships because people will eventually feel exploited and dehumanized. Looking to others for comfort, protection, and security is appropriate for children because they cannot face the overwhelming awareness that they and the physical world are ephemeral, powerless, and they can't bear to face the ultimate emptiness of material reality or the resulting grief terror and helplessness, vulnerability. Having no spiritual tools to face these feelings, they turn to people, possessions, food, and money to provide these people who are unable to mature into this, to face these feelings of grief, terror, hopelessness, vulnerability, the emptiness of material reality, the powerlessness, and ephemerality. These people turn to people, possessions, food, money to provide self-worth, power, and self-importance. But as adults, we have to courageously face the pain, moving past the childish level, living in bodies which will die, with people who do disappoint us, in a world which often seems unjust or insane. And our only true power in such a world is in offering genuine, unconditional love to each other. People can give us a great deal, but they cannot give us what we wanted and needed most as children. That security, ultimate happiness, and self-worth. Rather, these can only be gotten by living a godly life. In Strive for Truth, number 1, page 99, there's a saying that says, the greatest service of God lies in the purification of motive. And on a similar topic, I wanted to share from Natalia Steina, Verum Samita, why some people on Instagram, why some people refuse to lie and others choose dishonesty instead. So she says, number 1, the A will be the people who refuse to lie, and B is, people who choose dishonesty. A needs truth to make sense of the world. Lies, even small ones, break the map. They'd rather face a hard reality than wander lost in delusion, because for them, truth brings direction and peace. B, truth forces accountability. Lies let them rewrite the story, dodge discomfort, and stay in control. At least for now. They want convenience, not clarity. Integrity equals trust equals safety. So group A, who choose honesty, it's how to create emotional safety. When they say something, they mean it. Their word is their bond, and it builds calm, respect, and trust. While B, the ones who choose dishonesty, because they're not focused on building trust, but on getting what they want. A lie could temporarily buy time or save face or avoid a hard conversation, but in the long term, it rots the foundation. 3, tied to identity. Group A, lying feels like self-betrayal. They want to be someone they respect, even if it means losing approval or facing tough consequences. B, this group, because their identity, they could choose dishonesty because their identity is built on image, not substance, and they'd rather be seen as good than be good. They'll protect their ego at any cost, even the truth. 4, being burned. Group A knows what betrayal feels like, what lies can destroy, and felt the floor drop out from underneath them, and now they don't do that to others as a rule, what broke them. And B, the group that could choose dishonesty, they have not yet learned or would rather repeat the pattern than change it of lying to outgrow the survival skill. 5, emotional depth. Group A wants real connection, not a shallow performance, and they know love and friendship and trust will die if there's no emotional honesty, while group B fears depth and are terrified by vulnerability, so they keep it at surface level and, quote unquote safety, but it's fake, and lies only help them to avoid the scare of being known, seen, and accountable. 6, wanting to live clean. Group A, is not aiming to be perfect, but to be clean. So not a double life, no cover stories, no knots in their gut. And peace, not paranoia. While Group B thinks that it will protect them, the lies. But the cost is high. They end up with guilt, shame, constant damage control, anxiety, because lies do create clutter. She shares that the truth costs, yes, but so does lies. Some people think they're above other people, above the universe, like truth. Like consequences are, like they're above truth, like consequences are optional, and it doesn't apply to them. But the universe doesn't play favorites. You cannot build something real on a lie. You might feel happy for a while because of a lie, but it's a crooked happiness. A knotted path of turns and detours. Lies give you moments, but the truth builds you a life. Lies always expire and always come due, and no one can outrun that bill forever. And I feel that the person, the hard truths, the person that really, causes me to feel like this applies in my life, like somebody who I wish would just know this, is Aaron Cohn. I feel that he does show responsibility and kindness in certain ways, but only when it suits him. And that he might be a great guy, but not for me. He doesn't feel like he's healthy, safe, or fulfilled. And he basically admitted he doesn't really keep the same level of clean with the food and Shabbos that I do. And I also saw him hug a not Jewish lady, which is, most Jewish men who want to build a life with a wife, they're not looking to get a free hug from someone who's not Jewish, who they can't even marry or be with. So they're not looking to take like that. He didn't even think there's anything wrong with that. And why would you hug someone in front of the woman who, you're not able to touch because of the same Jewish code of law, Anyway, I realized he can't meet my needs in certain ways. I had these needs. This is written a few months ago, but for listening, appreciating my efforts, listening to me without needing to talk, for not interrupting, for relating and understanding me, for wanting to start or spend the day together, to be honest for me, to self-disclose, transparency, vulnerability, for that calm presence, the care and attention, to soothe me, to de-escalate rather than escalate tension, and to sometimes give me the last word, or to plan dates, or to work for money so that he could provide. I realized he's not interested in that. So in a previous video I spoke about signs you're being used. I feel he checked off all of those. In this video we're talking about honesty, and I feel he's not an honest person in this way. And what we learned, you have to be honest about your intentions and your agenda. And so I feel that all the feelings he avoids will one day catch up with him, and I don't want to be there when that happens. I don't want to be involved. I don't want it to affect me. The signs are clear. He doesn't love me or desire me, but that he gets a lot of his needs met from me, and so that's why I matter enough for him to consider what I say or appease me or adjust his actions and choices so I'm not hurt and angry. And I realized that women give permission and approval, and he does not seem satisfied with the permission and approval I give him. He kept trying to go to somebody else, felt like a lot of denial I see, and I saw, and it's not his fault. I feel like that he's at a dead end in life in terms of his family, money, romance, and friendship. And we'll stop here. We'll stop here. And I wish everybody a good Shabbos with a light overflowing the vessels, abundance, good company, concentration and balance and focus and good timing, and to have meaning in life, and to feel that hard work is not a burden, and to be grateful for the areas where we get to grow, and to be able to just feel like that creativity and movement and flexibility from the work that we put in, problem solving, and that we don't have high cortisol, and that we have good awareness of ourselves, and that we get what we've worked for, it's a good investment with the returns, and that we choose honesty, and honesty, pays us back a lot, and that we're not lonely, and that we get those needs met to feel appreciated, important, and respectable, that someone wants to know us and understand us, and the comfort, pain relief and pleasure, and a sense of control, assertiveness, and to be givers, to be sharers, and to get a lot out of that.